Big Mike here with
He's Entertainment.
today's episode. We got two NCAA prospects. We got Ian Barron of IMG and Marcus Joseph of Lafayette.
If you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button.
I'm Ian Barron, running back at IMG Academy, and this is I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
I'm Marcus Joseph. I'm currently a football player, freshman at Lafayette College, and I'm on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.
Turn it up. The #1 sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. Never stop. I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
This is I Only Touch Greatness podcast with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. We are going live.
Hello.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, good.
How's it going?
Good, thanks.
Good. Thank you very much for taking the time for us today.
No problem. Glad to be here.
No problem.
Big Mike here, and that's Ryan.
I'm Ryan, and we didn't mean to make matching shirts. We just got these new jerseys today, and then we didn't know we were both throwing on the new ones, the exact same one.
I like it.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Yeah.
We're just gonna hit you a bunch of questions about football and your guys' career so far. Let's get it started here. We'll go Ian first, Marcus second on the questions. Where were you guys born, and how was childhood, and when did you start playing football?
I was born and raised in West LA, close to the city, lots to do. Like I could walk to the mall, walk down the street, there's Fox Studios, like right in the city area. And I grew up playing all types of sports except football. Really, I only started playing football my freshman year of high school. That was my first year. I played flag, but that's not really tackle football. So I grew up as a soccer player, really.
Okay.
Yep, and I was born in Carson, California, but I'd say I grew up in LA. That's where I went to school. And I played a lot of basketball growing up and flag too at the park. But my first interaction with tackle football was probably in the 8th grade because I knew I was going to play tackle in high school. And I played in the Snoop League. and it was a pretty good experience.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. Carson is where Clyde Carson's from too, the rapper, right?
Really? I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you see yourself accomplishing in the next 5 to 10 years?
Hopefully, I can be able to be blessed enough to play the Division I college football program, but I just want to be playing college football and then be somewhat involved in football when I'm done playing the game. What that means, coaching, advertising, something with football.
Okay.
With me, definitely more established in college football. I just had my first COVID season, so it was only 3 games.
Yeah.
Just definitely making a name for myself and establishing.
Both you guys attended Windward. Hopefully I said that right. Give us a little bit about the school and how that got your football career started. And now, Ian, you're heading to IMG, and Marcus, you're at Lafayette, right?
Yep.
So Windward's we're actually known for basketball. Our school's really good in basketball, girls and boys, but our school has been not a big name in football. We play 8-man, but recently we started to put on our name a little bit when we won state. And yeah, we did it with, I think, how many guys was it, Marcus? Like 17 guys on our team?
Around 15 to 17.
We never got we never got the sub out ever. Everyone played both sides every snap. The starters would play both sides every snap, basically.
Full games. Yeah, the school, Windward, it's pretty interesting school. There's around, say, 60 to 70 kids per grade, so we never really had a lot of kids to choose from to play football. And even out of those 60 to 70, very few guys wanted to play football. And I knew I played basketball, so I was getting recruited to go to Windward for football and basketball. And at the time, Windward, we used to play 11-man, I'm pretty sure. And it wasn't until halfway through my sophomore year we dropped down to 8-man because we just simply didn't have any guys. But that transition was something.
Oh, absolutely. And any nicknames for you two? And what's your guys' favorite jersey number and why?
People call me IBZ, but and then I wear the number 3. My favorite athletes growing up, Odell Beckham and Todd Gurley, they were both number 3 in high school. They had the number 3 in their jerseys, also playing in the NFL. So I've always wanted to be just like them, and so I wear the number 3.
Okay. And I like Odell. He's good. Always been a fantasy player of mine, so he's done me pretty well.
Yeah, very entertaining.
Yeah, can you guys repeat that? My mic, I cut out a bit.
Oh, no worries. I was just any nicknames and what's your favorite jersey number and why?
I always like to go by my name, Marcus, but what they used to call me back at Windward was Coast because they used to always call me Marcos. Whenever I was on the field or made a play, they'd always yell out Coast. So that was always pretty funny. Then my number, I'd probably go with my high school number, 58, because Von Miller. I just love Von Miller as a player and try to, play like him.
That guy's a beast.
Yeah, another beauty. Another beauty. This one's for both of you as well. What do you see as a weakness, and how are you trying to fix it?
For me, my biggest weakness I always noticed was my get off, like my acceleration. But I've been working really hard. I've been learning running form. I've been learning better reaction times, and it's gotten a lot. My acceleration has definitely gotten a lot better, and I'm still continuing to work on it.
Yeah, definitely for me, just becoming bigger, faster, stronger. Because going from a 8-man and being the biggest guy on the field to going to college at the D1 level, and guys are just as big or not bigger than me.
Yeah.
That was it was a big change, and just becoming a better football player all around. Whether that's stance, alignment, knowing the plays. Just there was a lot going from 8-man to 11-man, there's just way more to learn in terms of schemes and everything. So just that transition, being
And I know you.
player all around.
Those are always good attributes. And I know you guys kind of play all over the field. I guess now, maybe not so much. Marcus, you're probably on the D line, but Ian, like, what is your guys' go-to position?
For me, I can't really tell usually. Usually it's running back in more important games, but I've played receiver, tight end, fullback, running back on offense, and on defense I can be linebacker, DB. I played some D end. I've played some safety, so I usually play all around.
Okay.
Yep. For me, in high school I played O-line and D-line, but in college, D-line. And my team, we run a 3-4 front, and I just switch all around from nose, end, and tackle.
Okay. Do you have any hobbies outside of sports?
I'm actually very passionate about basketball, even though I've never really played. I play a lot of basketball in my free time with my basketball friends. I have a huge passion for music too. Sometimes me and my friends will just be sitting in one of his like bedrooms, like 6-7 hours, just making music. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hobbies for me would include probably fishing and jiu-jitsu. When I'm not training or like lifting for football, I'm probably doing one of those two things. Mainly jiu-jitsu.
Okay. And you're training in jiu-jitsu as well?
Yeah, I'm on the side, like a really light hobby.
Okay.
Keeps me in shape.
Yeah.
Okay. We had on Eric Anders. I don't know if you've ever heard the name, but he played
From the UFC, right?
Yeah, he's another football player. Yeah. Ian, it's funny you said about making music because I just read some article yesterday how they named Cole Beasley the best rapper in the NFL.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's really funny. I've never seen that.
Oh, Cole Beasley has a whole album on Spotify.
He's
I'll check that out. No way.
And
he's actually good. He's actually good.
He's better than I mean, define good, I don't know, but he's better than you're going to expect it to be.
Yeah. I'll check it out.
Yeah. There's decent. What are your strengths make you a good athlete?
I would say my competitiveness and my ability to kind of see the game, like, and learn the game really fast. I'd say I've been able to learn a sport and techniques very fast. I'm very coachable, and I'd say my competitiveness is unmatched. I'll do anything to win. Usually, whether it's the matchup, the player, like the whole game, or the season, like anything. I just want to win. I like hate to lose, even when it's like a board game with my family. I hate to lose.
Yeah.
I can definitely attest to that competitiveness. I don't know if it was IB's, or was it 9th grade or sophomore year where we were doing squats. I don't know. We pretty past 315, and I never really had people lift with me. Then IB was like, "Let me hit that," and then like, how much was it? Like,
it was not.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was like 405.
It was like 4. It was past 400, and IB as a sophomore was just like, yo, if Marcus is doing those numbers, I gotta do it too.
Yeah.
So I can attest to that competitive spirit.
Wow, I like it. Are you guys both playing spring ball right now?
I just had a season, my junior season since LA, very big with COVID. So my season was pretty short. It was 2 games, but we were supposed to have more, but I got injured. But I'm back now. But it was from early March to mid-April, but now I'm just preparing for IMG.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, all good. Yeah, just my season got cut short. We only had 3 or 4 games. And instead of spring ball, we just had a training camp that we just finished. Now we're entering the dead period.
Okay. Yeah, I was just going to say there that we're big fans of IMG, and we've interviewed a lot of great guys that have gone through that system too. So
yeah, it's an amazing program full of great guys.
Yeah.
What made you make the switch, Ian?
So actually, so kind of like this season, I remember in January, I kind of gave up on football. I was going through a lot, so I kind of wanted to quit, but then the season came back up and I started playing for fun, and I played way better than I thought I was going to play. And then I was kind of talking to my mom. I was like, I might want to try this college thing out again. And she emailed one of the people there about the post grad program. And they looked at my film, they looked at my tape and everything, and they emailed my parents. They said, let's set up a call. We want to get him here to play his senior year.
Oh, right on. Any pregame rituals or routines?
So I'll usually, before I leave the house, I'll be watching highlights. I'll be watching like my role models, kind of like Odell, Todd Gurley, kind of how they play, just to get into the zone. And from there, the car ride there, I'll just listen to some hype music, something to get me hyped up. And then right before the game, after warm-ups, I'll probably listen to something more calm and lyrical, maybe some like Drake or like J. Cole or something, just to like calm down and settle the nerves a little bit.
For me, I always listen to Conor McGregor motivational clips. I always gotta just listen to that, and that just gets me in the right mindset, in the mood to just knock people out.
I like it.
Yeah.
There you go. That's absolutely good one. Who would you say you guys mirror your game after or try and play like?
Me personally, probably Todd Gurley a lot. He can kind of do it all, but a lot of people have compared my style to Alvin Kamara, surprisingly. And I've also always looked up to LaShawn McCoy. I like his quick footwork, his quick jump cuts. So I try to combine all three of them, really.
For me, I try to play like Myles Garrett, or like in like a mix between Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald. My strength isn't there, but I just try to try to be athletic as I can, because that's just one of my strengths. That I like. My coaches would say I move like a basketball player on the football field. So just trying to just blend athleticism like that, as like those guys do.
Okay. And if you could sit down for dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
That's a great question. I would say there's a few, maybe Jay-Z, Drake, Tom Brady, of course, Cam Newton, kind of like very successful role models. Maybe I want to learn a lot about business, like outside of like their main job, kind of like their side hustles, and like how they like become so successful and established. And I guess with Cam Newton and Tom Brady, I guess like just to learn like their experiences of being a veteran in the NFL and like being at the highest stage of the Super Bowl and everything. So,
okay.
For me, I definitely gotta go with Kanye West, just to pick his brain. Stipe Miocic, because he's a heavyweight guy.
I like it. Yeah.
And probably O.J. Simpson, just to be like, yeah.
Holy, look at this guy. That's fucking awesome.
I got to have a dinner with O.J.
Yeah.
Go crazy.
Hey, I might have to add that to my list. I always say that mine is Tupac or Seth Rogen. But now OJ would be sweet.
Good choices.
I got OJ Simpson jersey in my room there, hanging in the closet. We've tried to get OJ on the show, definitely. Yeah, I've tried to, but he doesn't reply.
hit him with the draft question.
If you were an animal, what would you be?
I was actually just talking about this the other day with my friends. Probably, that's a good question. A panther or a lion, definitely, or a wolf, because they're powerful on their own, but they always like to be with the pack. So,
for me, I'd probably have to go with a kraken, like just something huge and just
an octopus. I like it.
Yeah, just be a menace.
And I like the sea. Well, I like your animal of sea because I always choose a dolphin because I got no hair and a big head, big bald head, and a beak on me.
Who would you guys say the best player you guys have played with and against?
Best player I've ever played with is probably Marcus or this kid named Brett, but I'd say probably Marcus. And against? That's a good question. I had to maybe with soccer. I played against this one kid who I think he's with LA. He's about to be with LA Galaxy. So.
Oh wow,
he's really good. Yeah.
Oh.
Ian knows what's up because I used to hurdle him back in high school practices. Yeah. True story.
One time.
But yeah, the best player I ever played with would probably have to be. He's a wide receiver at Stanford right now. His name's Bryson Tremaine. He was our quarterback when we were an 11-man, and he was just a different type of animal when it came to athleticism and everything. I think he's starting at Stanford right now as like a deep.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Then played against probably would have to be, in terms of basketball, Marvin Bagley, because our school always plays Sierra Canyon, so I played a lot of future NBA guys, and they're pretty tough.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a dream venue you wish to play in one day?
Yeah, I'd love to play at the Coliseum in Los Angeles. That'd be a dream to be able to play in front of my home city, and that, especially in that stadium where I've watched countless games since a young kid.
I agree. And I wanted to always go see a game there. I know they've moved now, but
it's huge.
Yeah, you can still go see the college games there. And I mean, I remember that song by Dub C called "The Streets," and he's dancing around outside the Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Marcus,
iconic. For me, I'd probably have to say Madison Square Garden. I don't know in what, because I doubt they have football there, but just they would be like, just there's been so many iconic performances where it's like so-and-so's 50-point game, 60-point game.
Yeah.
So probably something along the lines of that.
Yeah, we get Madison Square Garden a lot when we're interviewing all our hockey people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you guys say your biggest football moment this far in your career is, or your best performance, one or the other?
I'd say probably biggest moment was winning the state championship. We went undefeated. That was a huge moment. My best game would probably be Flint Ridge Prep my sophomore year. We played away at their homecoming. We were number 1 in the state. They were number 2. We were both undefeated. Super hyped up game. There was like 2,000 people there, biggest crowd I've ever played in, and I got 2 carries on 2 touchdowns. So, yeah, and they were
not both, a boy.
They were both I think over 40 yards. So,
cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
It was a good game.
Me.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'd probably have to say there's a team called Chadwick, and just every year we would lose to them. But then my senior year, that undefeated season, there was a point in time where it was pretty much either we would win the championship or they would. And it was between the winner between us. Whoever would win that wins the league and the championship. And there's this play where our corner, Colin Kirk, it was a 4th down conversion. If they had converted it, they would have scored. If we get to stop right then and there, that's the ball game. And he deflected the pass and said it was over. And that was like the biggest relief ever because we had finally like overcame a really big hump and all the football achievements. Losing to them like 3 years in a row and finally beating them, and then eventually winning the state title. That's probably going to be one of my greatest football achievements.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
I had a question. Now I can't remember, so shoot one, Mike.
Yeah, no problem. What's your guys' go-to song before games?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'd say probably Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill. That's always a good one, kind of 2 different moods. probably there. Maybe a few Jay-Z, Drake songs, you know.
Man, for me, it has to be "Take It Easy" by the Eagles, because no matter how amped up or hyped I get before a game, that just like calms me down when they're just singing. Just take it easy and stay in the moment. Just execute your assignment.
Okay. Well, we're on the music tip here. Let's if there's $1,000 prize on the line and you had to sing one karaoke song, what song are you singing?
I would say probably maybe Bad and Bougie by Migos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I'd probably have to go with "Unwritten" by Natasha Bedingfield. Because if everyone else can sing along, I think I do just fine.
That's awesome.
Somebody by Whitney Houston.
Okay.
we
the Bodyguard.
Yeah, we've had a bunch of the Oregon Ducks on, and they actually have a competition where all the rookies got to sing, and if you get booed, you got to keep singing. So it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And another team that does that, Mike, is also our Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah.
They do that as well.
If a scout or GM were to ask, what do you guys bring to the table, or describe your game?
Oh, one more time.
If a scout or GM were to ask, what do you bring to the table, or describe your game?
I'd say, for me, probably the best thing I can bring to the table is a competitive attitude in practice. Especially, I'm always pushing guys to get better. I'm never gonna sugarcoat. I'm very hard on my teammates because I always believe that practice should be harder than the game. Because once it's game time, it should just be smooth. And I'd say I think I bring a really good energy to a locker room, and I think I'm really good with bringing up team chemistry and just more of a fun energy.
Yep. For me, I'd go with just CCI. It's a phrase my college coach now always tells us, and that's just constant, continuous improvement. And I consider myself pretty raw in terms of football and everything. I'm just always eager to learn and just get better. And that's one thing I'd say the skill of mine was that I still have a lot to learn, and I'm eager to. And also I would consider myself a spark plug, because IB knows that I'd say I'm a clown on the team, but I bring up the spirits and just bring everyone up.
Every team needs one of you.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Hey, I got one here. What would you do with your first contract? Your big contract?
I would probably, depending on how much, I'd probably save it. And depending on where the situation I am, maybe buy a nice watch and maybe buy some jewelry or a purse for my mom. And then I'd say save the rest.
Good.
For me, definitely break it down into percentages. Just immediately, right away, whatever I get, put half into just savings, and just break down everything into needs after that. Just 30% to mortgage, 20% to such and such, 10% to entertainment, and just try to survive on it.
Hey, that's
smart.
You gotta know how to handle your money. Everybody needs to hire The Rock and Ballers or something to handle their money.
Yeah. Or Marshawn Lynch giving good advice.
Yeah,
That's
Marshawn's doing that too.
Yep.
Ian, I'm sure you follow IMG a little bit now that you're going there. Did you see that Stacey Gage run?
The one yesterday?
Yeah.
When he did the spin move and then the cut?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually DM'd him this morning about that play. I was like, that dropped my jaw. That was an amazing one. I'm very excited to be able to play with him and just learn a lot with him. He's an amazing player. So and he's a bright upside. He's super young. He's a huge upside too. Insane potential. So I'm very excited to learn from him. Even though I'm older, I'm excited to learn from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had him on the show. He's a great kid, and you can just tell right away, just the way he talked to us, that the kid's got a future.
Exactly, yeah.
Both you guys, I just want to thank you guys very much for taking the time for us today and coming on. We really appreciate it. We're big fans of both you guys. We know you guys are going to both go far in football, and we can't wait to cheer you guys on to the top.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, and I can't wait to start drafting you guys in my fantasy teams.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully, yes, sir.
If you're looking for a mug, perhaps a hoodie, head on over to IOnlyTouchGreatness.com.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.